Welcome to the second session of Chef's Cuisine. We're here today at Gella's Diner, LB Brewing Company, and I'm Laura Scho from First Call for Help, project coordinator of Chef's Cuisine. This is a fundraiser for First Step Housing, a transitional housing for homeless people struggling in Ellis County. For more information, you can go to our website, firstcallelliscounty.com. So let's get cooking with Chef Manuel at Gella's Diner, LB Brewing.
Well, right here we're going to start cooking some cream of Poblano pepper. My name is Manuel Hernandez. I work in Gella's for 15 years. The recipe, you guys will have it. It's some a pan of butter. We're going to add our mirepoix, which we have diced onions, celery, carrots, and usually for a little bit of garlic as well. We turn the heat up. Something that's very important in the kitchen is that we'll multitask. So, hopefully we have a lot of dudes that they want to make a dinner for their wives or their girlfriends or whatever. We can make it in less than 45 minutes. We're gonna make a cream of poblano soup. It's one of my favorite ones. And also paella valenciana. It's one Spanish dish. It has pork, chicken, seafood, and saffron rice, white wine, mussels, clams. And it is something that when people ask me what's your favorite dish to cook, that's one of my favorite dishes to cook, paella valenciana. So we're gonna start the soup in here, right here. Then we're gonna also start the paella. We'll go right here. A little bit of oil. This is the traditional pan for the paella, and these ones will serve at least about 8 people. The ones that we make it right here, right now, it's about for 10, 12 people. And yeah, we cook very well those ingredients. Then we're gonna be adding our Poblano peppers. I will explain a little bit about the spiciness of the Poblano peppers. How can you make it less spice if you're a little not too tolerant for spiciness. So we add the poblanos in there. We let it cook, high heat. Also in the meantime, we're gonna start our paella. The paella, what we do first, as we start cooking, the thing that takes the longer to cook. We start with the pork. Once you touch the pan, we leave it like that to make the Maillard reaction, which is to sear meat, to sear the juices. We add the bacon. Lots of bacon, just because people like bacon, right? Okay. We don't touch that until we are able to sear it. We look our soup in here. Keeps cooking the Poblano peppers, everything. We got that thing going on. And also we're gonna start our dessert, which is gonna be a chocolate crepe cake. And we're gonna start in here our heavy cream, coffee, a little bit of fire. There you go. Damn. We just go simmer that heavy cream with the coffee to get all the good smell from coffee. Then we got it right here. You guys can see. Can we show a little? I'll show you. Okay. This is what I'm thinking. If we will try to stir it, it will stick a lot to the pan. But once, you know, what we want is to have this brown from the pork. We don't have too much yet, so we're gonna get it back. So we got right here, we got our soup, and we got our dessert. So also, once we sear our pork and we're baking over here, we stir a little bit. See? And this is what we want. This color, this is what we want from the pork. Okay? Then we're gonna add our chicken. Are we good? Yep. Okay. So we continue cooking our poblano pepper, onions, garlic. So we got all that. Got it is cooking. Then we got our Crepe cream with coffee. So what we want, we're gonna start seeing a little bit of bubbles on the outside, and that's when we know that we gotta remove it. And then we're gonna add it to some chocolate. Our chocolate right here, ready. So we do the same thing with the chicken, with the pork. We don't stir it too much, otherwise you will get this pan very sticky. Okay, the meats will just stick and we will not get this one right here. This is what we're looking for, the nice sear of the meat. So once we got all seared, sear it, or whatever that word is, you know, we're gonna add our garlic and onions. Stir a little bit. Still cooking our poblanos over here. The peppers. Okay, so you guys can see over here with the milk, heavy cream, and the coffee start boiling a little bit. So we share. We're gonna put in our chocolate. Okay. What right away we do is we try to cover it. Actually now we're gonna put plastic. So this is what we do. We put the hot cream and the chocolate and we let it rest for like about 4 minutes, something like that. Okay, we'll get rid of this. Once we sear a little bit of our vegetables, we add some white wine. And we add our rice. Okay. Stir a little. And then we add our clam juice, chicken base, enough to cover up the rice. Stir very slowly. And we got over here our little saffron. We just want to do a little bit of pinch. Saffron, if you guys know, is one of the most expensive spices. So, but I really love saffron, so we're gonna put a lot. Just because we can. We stir a little. Usually, once I put the water, I don't like to stir too much the rice. We add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. Or salt, pepper. Okay. So you guys can see over here, the vegetables are nice and soft. So now what we're gonna do? We're gonna add our flour. We add a little bit of time. We stir. Again, a little more. So you guys can see we start making like a little paste with the vegetables. A little more. Okay. Yep. Then we're gonna add our milk and heavy cream. And some chicken stock. Stir a little bit. Okay. Then gonna lose the heat a little. Okay. Right good. Once we start boiling this right here, you know what? Doesn't look too yellow. So we're gonna add more saffron. There you go. Then we're gonna add some shrimp. Usually I like to do it with the shell on, just because the shells gives more flavor on the dish. Okay. And then in the end, we will add the clams. Okay. gonna cover this baby up. Check a little bit of taste. Yeah, it's good. We cover a little bit. Then we add it to the oven. 350 for 20 minutes. We go back to our soup. Keep her simmer. You gotta stir once in a while, otherwise the flour and the butter in the bottom will stick. You don't want that, otherwise it will start burning. So what we're gonna do actually, we're gonna put it over here in the back. So that way when we make our crepes, it's out of the way. Here. Now we got our pans to make the crepes. Okay. Okay. Then we're gonna go over there to show you the mix that we're gonna have for the ganache. Remember, this is the cream with the chocolate and the coffee. We start a little. This is a 68% fat content. It's a semi-sweet. So what we want to do in here is emulsify the chocolate and the cream. See, you can see, until we make a nice smooth mix. So there he is. So right here, we're gonna put in a little piping bag. Okay. Here. We're just gonna add this mix in here. Okay. I'm gonna leave it in there for a little bit, and then we're gonna make our crepe mix. We'll blend this right here. We'll add flour, sugar, and I like to do it in the blender just because it will the end result, it will be a very smooth liquid. Okay. So we'll go add the milk. Once we add everything in there. eggs, vanilla, and we'll add a little butter. Okay. Stop a little bit. So this is gonna be our crepe mix. And actually we didn't mix very well, but it's alright. Here, just go like this. And we're gonna let this one rest for about 5 minutes. Let's go check our soup, how they doing over here. Still simmer. So you guys can see they are our cream, because of the flour and the butter mix, start thickening it. So once we have it like that, so good to go. Shut it off. And what we have right here is our pans to make our crepes. Very low heat. So we're gonna put a little bit of butter in each pan. Okay. We're going to start pouring 2 ounces in each pan. Once we do it, go. Okay. Again. not have to put butter in each pan every time. So just looking for a little bit. Go check a little bit in our paella. Oh, it looks beautiful. So you guys can see that in here it's got that color of raw dough, and see how it changed to it. So let's go flip it, flip it, flip it. No worries. There we go. And then we're just gonna start adding it. We'll start putting it here. And again, 2 ounces. See the color change? That's when we know that it's getting cooked. Flip. If you don't feel very comfortable flipping it, a little trick or something you can do. Just grab this little toothpick and just lift it. See how easy it is. Just lift it. You know, you don't have to be a master on the pan. That's it. Put it for another 10 seconds on the other side. We'll put it back. Again, a little bit of butter. Okay, doing it a little. See, you can see a little. Then another 2 ounces. Much more. For this recipe, let's have 16 to 18 crepes. Depends the thickness that you pour. And we should be enough to make a 9-inch cake that we're gonna shape in a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. It's gonna be like 16 to 18 crepes. Depends if you want to eat one before we start building the cake. Yeah. Yeah. Can you guys smell the paella? I love the smell. I think we can make another round of grapes. I think we're just gonna have to make one more. Man, we can't run today. We only have 14. It's all right. So we'll let our grapes rest for a little bit. Put it on the side. We continue with the soup. It's nice and thick. So now we're gonna blend it. The fruits. I think we got our paella ready. I'll show you. Look at that beautiful thing. What are we? We're gonna see. We open it and we pick on it. If you see, we have still a little moist on it. So what we can do? Put it back in the oven for another 4 minutes. We don't want too dry, but not too moist either. So. In the meantime, we just blend this little thing. We got this little toy in here. It's the stick blender. You don't have one, buy one, honestly. It's not like the blender. You have to pour things inside. You can just stick straight to the pot. Check for taste. Just a little bit more salt and pepper. A little bit more. good. And we're good. Now what we're gonna do is strain it. We're just gonna strain a little bit. You guys don't need to see me for another 8 minutes straining my soup, right? There we go. I'm going to show you something about the Poblano peppers. You know, depends how tolerant for spiciness. Usually where you, I went to a restaurant when I was very little, and something that I remember always was the, one of the cooks say, if the teo is straight up, it is not spicy. But if it goes like this, then you gotta be careful because it's spicy. And so far, it's been like that. So believe it or not, it's up to you guys. Usually, a lot of the spiciness comes from the veins, so you can just leave it, or if you want, if you don't want too much spiciness, you just trim that little vein. And for the soup that I make, usually for the restaurant, I do half and half, just, you know, so it balances. Not too spicy, but not too mild either, you know. That's it. I'm gonna put these things in here too. That's it. So, just wanted to show you that. Now we're gonna show you how to build the crepe cake. Very simple. Don't require too much science. The grapes is still a little warm. That's good. The ganache gotta be like about. You don't have to cool it or anything, otherwise it gets solidifies. So we just gonna put a little in here. Okay. Then we're gonna start putting one. Why did I did that? Otherwise, because when we build that cake, it will slip too much, so you want to have like a base, okay? And then we just start a little bit pouring, a little bit. Again. And you know, you can always put in the middle, slice strawberries, pecans, pretty much whatever you want to put on there. You know, I suggest you when we start building it, kind of make a little hole. Otherwise, because the warmth of the grapes and still warm, the grapes start slicing itself, and you don't want that. So you start building a little thing in this. Okay. This one we're gonna leave it in the end. Okay. Okay, what's all? Just the last one has to kind of be the nicest one, the nice round one. And it's pretty much just, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to just leave it like that, shows the crepes, you can just put the leftover ganache over it, because why not? And then you just let it solidify. And it's up to you guys if you guys want to put round pecans, chocolate shakes. It's up to you, whatever you guys want. So there he is. I will show you guys one that I have finished for you guys. So there he is. Then we got the paella. Look at that. There he is. Look at that. Beautiful little thing. One of my favorite dishes. Paella Valenciana. So we put it right here. And we got our soup. All good to go, bro? Mm-hmm. Good to go? You leaving?
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for your help. There you go. It's all the layers right there.